Okay, hello, we're here. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, happy whatever you are celebrating. I hope that even though you might be alone right now, doesn't mean that you're alone in spirit. Okay, so first, I want to let you know that you need to be in comfy clothes and you need to have an open mind and an open heart and an open spirit to have to listen to my stories for, 30 minutes straight. But I think we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna share a little meal together. It's gonna be really nice. So for the meal, I got some stuff that I've always eyeballed at Trader Joe's and that I thought would be fun because you guys could probably grab too. I got some little mac and cheese bites and some little mozzarella sticks. That's the appetizer. I know I've mentioned before that I don't love mac and cheese, but the only time I've ever been around mac and cheese bites, I was on a 10th grade date. And by that I meant my friend was on a date at CPK with this guy. I'm still friends with the guy, not friends with the girl. And when you're in 10th grade and you're like nervous to date, so you bring your friend. These are mozzarella sticks. I know they're good. So you're like nervous, so you bring your friend on the date. I don't know, maybe we were just too codependent. But went to CPK and they got mac and cheese bites and they looked so good. They looked so fucking good. And I knew I didn't like mac and cheese, but I was like, I'll try a bite. I don't know if you've ever been on a weird 10th grade date, but it's kind of hard to get a word in edgewise sometimes. So I didn't know how to say, give me a mac and cheese bite. And so I didn't, and I never got to try one. So today, literally 10 years later, I'm having my mac and cheese bite. Jessica. That's not her name. Seriously, oh. So we have mac and cheese bites, and we have our Italian sandwich. I wanted to do these couple of things because I thought it'd be fun because you guys could for sure get those too and make this. There's a video on my channel, and I thought that'd be fun. So, oh, before I move on, mozzarella sticks. Let's dive in. I would say %80 of the time, a like frozen Cisco mozzarella stick that you get at a bar is better than like any like artisan mozzarella stick. Like, when you go to an Italian restaurant and they're like, well, we have mozzarella, I was gonna say dippers, but that's much less couth. So I wanted to do this so that we could like share a meal together. I know sometimes eating alone is not very fun. It's not very easy. Sometimes it's even hard to make yourself eat. But if you have a buddy, that's me, I'm the buddy. If you have a buddy, it's more fun. It's like we're on like a friend date. Okay, are we ready for the mac and cheese bites? That's fantastic. That's honestly stellar. Wow. Well, I get why I ate all of them. I love appetizers. Oh, did I finish my thought about mozzarella sticks? Most of the time, like, a not great mozzarella stick is gonna be better than a great mozzarella stick. Does that make sense? Now, it's the same with onion rings. Did you know that? Most of the time, when they make like fancy ass onion rings, they're not that good. One time Michael and I were at a burger place and we really wanted onion rings, but we both love to like throw them in the fryer onion rings that you get from like bars and fast food restaurants and diners and stuff. And the guy who was the manager of the restaurant we were at was like, oh my God, you have to try the onion rings. We batter them fresh to order. We always throw out our old ones. They're fresh every day. They're fresh to your order. And Michael and I were like, both knowing that we like diner onion rings more, we both were like, I mean, damn, if they're this good, like, okay. I'm not properly telling you how hard this guy sold these onion rings. He also was like, oh my God, you two were, okay, let me set the scene. So Michael and I get to the restaurant, blah, 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 put in our orders. And we had both been debating, we're like, oh, do we want onion rings? I don't know, da, da, da. And so a lot of the times, you know, like you do at a restaurant, you'll say to the waiter, like, waiter, waitress, whoever's helping you out, you'll say, oh, like, do you like the spring rolls? Do you like the vodka sauce? Do you like the da da da? So Michael and I said, oh, the onion rings look like they're like special. Do you like the onion rings? And the guy goes, oh my God, these onion rings are hand battered to order. They're so good. They're the most popular item on the menu. Oh, and are you in luck? The guy who makes them is just about to go home. And so we were like, well, shit, okay, I guess we'll get these onion rings. And again, both of us knowing like, we don't usually like them, but these must be so good. So they come out, the manager brings them out. Somebody else, like a food runner brought out the rest of our food, the manager brings out the onion rings. And they look like a little dark. Is that so loud? I'm sorry, my dishwasher's on. Whatever, it's like real friend times. Oh, there's a knock at the door. Oh, I gotta do my laundry. Do you do your laundry when your friend is there? I think because Christy and I are best friends and roommates, like it doesn't weird me out when she's like, oh, I gotta go put my groceries away, you know, whereas like if you did that at your friend's house, it'd be like, huh, who knows? So the onion rings come out and the manager waits, waits for us to have a bite, puts them down. He says, okay, come on, try them. And we go, okay. Oh my God, these are so good. You were right. We needed to get these, blah, 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 blah. He goes, I knew it. I knew you'd love them. Walks away. Without skipping a beat, Michael and I look at each other and we're like, these are bad, right? They were. They weren't bad. That's not the right word. They just were not good. What's your favorite? Oh, that's what I was saying. More time to talk about me. What's your, no, I want to answer. I love appetizers so much. I used to work for a creator. You guys might know her. Her name's Megan Batoon. She's amazing. I love Megan so much. Megan and I worked together before COVID, so there was still like a lot of events and stuff that happened. Anytime we would get an email that was like, Megan, you and a +1, come to the blank event, come to the blank event. One of the things we would always be most excited about was like, oh, this is gonna be so fun, da, da, da. And then we'd be like, but will there be past apps? And we're just big past app people, which I think everybody is. I don't know anybody who doesn't like just like constantly binge munching. I will tell you something about the mac and cheese bites. You only need 2. 4 was plenty. 4 was too many. Okay. Also, I'm just drinking like a seltzer water, like a LaCroix kind of vibe. It's a wild berry, Trader Joe's mineral water. Where'd I put that? Okay. What's up with you? How are you? What was the best part of your day? Leave it in the comments. I think you guys know I actually like read every single comment, more or less. Especially in the first like day or two, I'm constantly reading the comments. Ooh. The best part of my day, what was the best part of my day? Today is December 15th. I have a bunch of my holiday gifts wrapped for people, so that feels good. I'm very excited to eat this sandwich, honestly. Do you guys have New Year's resolutions? I'm not usually a huge fan of them, but I think that I always think it's nice to set goals for yourself, you know? I'm dying. Here's a hot take on COVID. COVID has been incredibly hard for a multitude of reasons for everybody. But I think one of the silver linings is that my roommate, Christy, she works from home and she works at a place that I'm not gonna say, but I know everything about that place. Like, if somebody told me, Irene, you have to start working at the place that Christy works tomorrow, I'd be like, great. I already filled out my W-9. You know, like I know it so well. Do you guys have roommates who have like, you've learned the ins and outs of their jobs too? And they're like, oh my God, don't even get me started on Catherine. And you're like, shut up, did she not turn in the report again? It's every Friday, she should know this by now. And you're like, I know. I love that. A lot of birds outside. So, just keeping you updated. I also love, like, insignificant drama, though. Like, always, whenever I babysat kids or, like, I see my little sister people, they're always like, oh my God, I'm gonna tell you what Bailey did. And I'm like, yeah, you better. What did that bitch say? And then their parents are like, please don't talk like that. But it's just so interesting to like find out work drama about people you'll never meet, have never cared about, but like your life revolves around them. Are you guys like that or is that just me? I talked to my mom on the phone today. I said, oh, I'm gonna film a mukbang. Do you know what that is? And she said, no. I said, well, it's where I record myself eating eating food. And she was like, okay. And I was like, yeah, it's just like for people to watch and eat. And I think she thought that it was like an OnlyFans kind of situation. And I was like, no, I'm just gonna eat a sandwich. Oh my God. If I didn't already ask this, I'm a fool. But what are you eating? I had my little sandwich and my little mac and cheese bites and my little mozzarella stick. And I'm gonna have some dessert later, but I'll show you that when I'm done. What are you having? I wonder if you're having like a full Christmas dinner. Like, if you went all in by yourself. Or maybe you got sent home with some leftovers. Or maybe you got Chinese food, which would be stellar. Pizza would be good today. A nice little frozen pizza. You know who makes great frozen pizza? Trader Joe's. Now, I know some places don't have Trader Joe's. I just don't know where. Let's check. What states have... The first one is In-N-Out, and the second one is the death penalty. I wonder if they correlate. There are currently 465 locations of Trader Joe's in the US, with more opening all the time. There are only 8 states with no Trader Joe's in them. Get ready. Alaska, tough. Arkansas, tricky. Hawaii, sad. Mississippi, whoops. Montana, yikes. South Dakota, hate that. West Virginia, no. And Wyoming. Ew. Interesting. If you're in one of those states, have you ever been to a Trader Joe's? Like, if you went somewhere else? Now, I know it sounds like I'm a shill for Trader Joe's, but I'm not. I wish I was. Gary Goldman has a great bit about Trader Joe's. I think I've actually already put it in a video of mine before. Gary Goldman, if you don't know, is an amazing comedian, one of my favorite comedians. He is just brilliant. He's just one of those people where it's like, how did you think of that? I think I walk past that every day. I experience that every single day of my life, and I never would have thought about it that way. And that's what makes him so special. I love him. I love Mike Birbiglia. He's like, I think they're tied for first, honestly, and like my first favorite comedian. They're both just so funny. Mike Birbiglia is a great, I mean, they're both great writers because they're comedians, so they write jokes, but Mike Birbiglia is a great author. He has a book that I read called The New One. That's amazing. It's based off of a special that he did. Well, I don't know if the special is based off of that or if the book's based off the special. Is the special based off the book or the book based off the special? I don't know. They're both great. Michael took me to see Mike Birbiglia before COVID back in last November. And it was incredible. It was really great. How's your dinner? You know, I hope that nobody is averse to like chewing. This will not be the video for you. You know whose career I kind of want? Not that I like want to, you know, be anybody else, but someone who I look up to very, very much is Guy Fieri. And like, I know it's a goof to like make fun of him and stuff, and like it's an internet thing, but like, he's actually great. And I mean, I've never met the guy, but he's really nice. It seems like he donates a ton to charity. He's like, officiated a bunch of people's weddings. Like, he seems like a nice dad. Like, he just seems like a great guy, and he does all this cool food stuff. And that's kind of like the thing where I'm like, oh yeah, I want to do kind of what he does. Like, Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives is like my dream kind of show. I want to do it in a different way. Like, I have little ideas, but that's sort of like setup and situation. I just am so I don't want to say envious because that breeds like jealousy, but I'm just so in awe of. Like he's really made some cool stuff happen. I'm really proud of Guy Fieri. Have you taken a moment to be proud of Guy Fieri today? What's your favorite drink? Like, if you're 21 and over, what's your favorite drink, including alcoholic beverages? But if you're not 21 yet, in the United States, what's your favorite drink? Question mark. That's the question. What's your favorite drink? If you're not 21, don't put something alcoholic. What a nice little way to spend some time together. Please let me know if you like this. I would be happy to do it forever. What a dream. But if you're like, this is not your vibe, Irene, you just let me know and I'll figure something else out. I just thought it'd be nice to get to do it because I know the holidays are hard for some people. Family, food, a lot of things can make it tricky. And sometimes just like a 10th grade date, you need a friend. Oh, you know, here's what let's do. I love that trend that's been going around TikTok that's like, what are the things that humans do that you like? Even though I think it's annoying to call people humans, because like just say people. It's like when parents are like, my tiny human. Who's your child? Brenda. Anyway, here's some things I like that people do. There are some classics. I love seeing people reunite at an airport. I love when somebody is just like earnestly watching somebody else. Like when a mom is like watching their kid tie their shoes, and not in a way that's like hurry up, but just like, oh my God, look at you. I love when people order a lot of food at a table. I love when like the question of who's paying isn't even brought up and somebody just like takes the bill. Michael does that, which I love about him very much. He does both of those things. Things I love about Michael. This video would be 900 hours long. I love when kids run up to you, just so excited to see you. I love when people have like a super classic look about them. Like if they, you know, are on a bike and they have a shopping bag in their basket and there's like a baguette sticking out of it. I love that. I love seeing when strangers are walking, like on a walk. I live in a cute little neighborhood, so a ton of people always walk. And you see the same people that you walk by all the time, but you don't know them. But they're like your walk friend. And you're like, oh, there's a guy who wears the purple shirt all the time. And like, that's your walk friend. I love that. I love seeing somebody put their shopping cart away and then put somebody else's shopping cart away that was just like left there. I love when you give a kid like $1 and they act like it's like $1,000. Like that's the same difference. Like if somebody gave me $1,000, I would react the same way as if a kid was given $1. It's like, do you know what I could do with this? With this power? I love that. I like a lot of things. Let's have dessert. Okay, so for everybody in Wyoming and Alaska, all my West Virginia heads, I'm very sorry that so much of this has been from Trader Joe's, but I'm sure you got something like it, you know? So, I got this. Seems to be very popular. It's a fun mix of fan favorite candy treats. Let's dive in, shall we? There's milk and dark chocolate covered pretzels, dark chocolate covered caramel popcorn, milk chocolate candies, dark chocolate enrobed Joe's cookies, milk and dark chocolate mini peanut butter cups. This sounds like a bop and a half, dude. Oh, look at that. Oh my God, stunning. Now, let's dive into pretzels, shall we? This pretzel should have about half the chocolate on it. And I don't mean it should be on half, like split down the middle. I mean, there should be, if there's a teaspoon of chocolate on this, there should be half a teaspoon. Cause look, It's just so thick. Don't get me wrong, I'm gonna eat it. I feel like it's a very unpopular opinion. Does anybody else agree with me? Mmm. Oh, the mini peanut butter cups are fantastic. Okay, we talked about things I love. Let's talk about things I hate. I hate when somebody honks their horn the moment a light turns green, especially a protected left turn. You know what I do? I don't go. I say, oh, you're in that much of a rush? We're gonna teach you a little bit about patience. And go. But on the flip side, the moment anybody puts their blinker on, I let them in. That's so much like my dad, but like my dad would always say, you got your blinker on? Come on in. Oh, you got your blinker on? Come on in. But if somebody was trying to get in without their blinker, all hell broke loose. But I will say this is very rich. Arguably, too rich. Here's something that doesn't need to be covered in chocolate. Caramel corn. Wow. I hate that. You know what I don't hate? Mini peanut butter cups. Is this light on my face pretty or no? Oh, nobody wanted to tell me about this? You're all fake friends. Okay, but the lighting is working. Okay, one more. I have the peanut butter cup, and then I'll let you go, unfortunately. Wow. Okay. What an absolute treat. Gosh, this is very bright all of a sudden. What an absolute treat. Thank you guys so much for joining me and having a little lunch or breakfast or dinner or snack or just hanging out. I am so grateful for you, and I know the holidays are all about expressing your gratitude. So as always, you guys mean so very much to me, and I've gotten to hit a lot of goals because of you. So thank you. The gardeners are of course on my street. So I guess that's time for me to go. It's, 3:42, so of course. I love you so much. I hope you're having a good holiday season. You were never alone when you got me, babe. So enjoy your food, enjoy your family, enjoy yourself. It's a good day. Thank you, I love you. Mwah. Have a good one.